Another way of loading related data is through the use of the select function. We remember that the select function allows us to indicate which columns we want to select from a table. Well, besides that, we can use it to decide what related data we want to load. Let's see an example of this. Let's go down here. We are in the movies controller. Let's go down here and let's say HTTP GET, and I will say select loading, and then I will say ID int here, and then public async task action result of movie DTO, and let me say here get select loading. And then int ID. So we use the select loading in the following way. We're going to say movie DTO here, await context movies select, and we're going to say movie here, new movie DTO, and the idea is that we're going to select one by one all of the properties that we want. We already know that. Let's say ID and title, m.title, and let's say that I want the genre. So let me say genres equal to, and I can say mapper map a list of genre DTO, and then m.genres, and let's say that that's it. We only want to load the ID, the title, and the genres. And then first or default async m ID equal ID, semicolon here. Then I will say if movie DTO is null, then of course we return a photo 4 not found, otherwise we just return the movie. And that's it. Let me save and let's see what we have. Let's see that I can come back here, select loading, try it out. Let's say 3, execute, and we can see that we have Spider-Man and its genres. And of course, cinemas and actors are null because here we didn't specify that we wanted to load the cinemas or the actors. Of course, just like we did before, I can say here in genres, order by descending, and I can pass the name of the genre, and I can pass the name of the genre, and then we are ordering by descending by the name. So let me say 3 again, and we can see we have science fiction, comedy, and action. We can also even apply a select to genres. For example, let's say that I only want the name of the genre but not the ID. Okay, so let's see that. Let's see that I can say the following. I can say here, let me say here, select, and I want to say name, and then here in this order by, I will say here N. I say N because this is a name, so this here is supposed to be the name, right? So that is why I'm choosing N, but it really doesn't matter if I put here an N, an M, or whatever other letter. So let me save. Let's come back here. And let's see that if I come to select loading, 3, execute, we're going to see that we have an error that's related to AutoMapper because I'm using AutoMapper here. But since I am projecting to a collection of strings, we don't really need AutoMapper here. So what we're going to do is that instead of returning MoviDTO, I will return a anonymous type. And then here, I will say this and this. Then I will say here, okay. And I will close this here. So again, just to review, what we're doing here is that I am mapping this collection of genres into a collection of strings. As you can see here, we have an enumerable of a string. But in the MoviDTO, genres is of type collection of genres. Therefore, I wasn't able to do that assignment here, so I had to fall back to an anonymous type. But it is the same. What we want to learn is that we are free to do a select over the related data. So let me save. Let's come back here. And let's see that if I come back to select loading, try it out, 3, execute, we're going to see that we have this error. This is because I forgot to say here to list. No problem. I can save that. And let's come back here, select loading, and one more time. Now we do have genres only the names. So we have science fiction, comedy, and action. And of course, it is ordered by name in a descending manner. So as you can see, select loading is really powerful. You can basically play with your query from here. You can select which columns you want from the principal table, in this case from the movies table, and also from the related tables. You can do a select, you can do an order by, and you can do basically whatever you want. I really like this one because it is really flexible, and most of the time I either use select loading or eager loading.